Hello and welcome. This is Kathleen Lovito, and I will be your host for today's webinar titled Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act, What It Means for Veterans and Their Survivors. Before we begin the presentation, here's some background information on AAFMAA. AAFMAA stands for American Armed Forces Mutual Aid Association and is the longest-standing not-for-profit association that empowers military families with affordable financial solutions. AAFMAA focuses exclusively on the needs of the military family and works to provide innovative, personalized, and lifestyle-appropriate financial solutions. We accomplish this by being the premier provider of affordable life insurance, expert investment management, and customized residential mortgages, and exclusive survivor assistance services, all for the military community, not for profit. And just a reminder, this presentation is educational. It is for general information only, and is not specific investment, legal, or tax advice for any of you individually. Do not rely on this presentation alone to guide your life insurance decisions. Since each individual situation is unique, the life insurance that benefits you the most will not necessarily be the same as another former or current service member. For individual advice, please contact us directly. We produce this webinar series in-house with our own professional staff as a service to our members to help them better understand the resources that are available to them. Now, without further ado, I will introduce our presenters for today, Jody Newman, Team Leader of VA Claims Coordination, and Veronica Petrova, VA Claims Coordinator at AAFMAA. And I'll turn it over to them to begin the presentation.
Thank you, Kathleen, and welcome to everyone who's listening to this webinar. Today, we will discuss various important topics related to the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act. We will talk about who is eligible for the benefits provided by VA, how to apply for those benefits, what is in store for the survivors of Blue Water Navy veterans, how one can enroll in the Agent Orange Registry, and a few updates regarding those who served in Korea and Thailand. At the end of our presentation, we'll be happy to answer your questions. So let's get started. What is the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019? The Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019 extended the presumption of herbicide exposure, such as Agent Orange, to veterans who served in the offshore waters of the Republic of Vietnam between January 9th, 1962 and May 7th, 1975. This means that those who served within 12 nautical miles of the country of Vietnam are now eligible to file VA disability claims related to presumptive Agent Orange conditions. The act was signed into law on June 25th, 2019, and actually became effective on January 1st, 2020. Before we go into further details regarding this new law, we need to understand what is a Blue Water Navy veteran and what is a Brown Water Navy veteran. Some of you might already be familiar with these terms, but for those who are not, I think it would be important to define those terms now. Brown Water Navy veterans served on U.S. naval and Coast Guard vessels, which navigated the inland waterways and rivers of the Republic of Vietnam, while Blue Water Navy veterans served offshore of the Republic of Vietnam, including 12 nautical miles seaward of the southwestern demarcation line of the waters of Vietnam and Cambodia. Brown Water veterans were already eligible to file VA claims for presumptive Agent Orange conditions, while Blue Water veterans were considered on a case-by-case basis. With the passing of this new law, these benefits are now extended to Blue Water Navy veterans. The Department of Veterans Affairs recognizes 14 medical conditions to be presumptive Agent Orange diseases. We have listed all of them on this slide, and more information regarding these illnesses can be found on VA's website. However, as a general rule, those veterans who have been diagnosed with any of these conditions could be eligible to file a disability claim with the VA. That brings me to my next point. How does one file for a VA disability claim if they suspect that they might be eligible for compensation? First, if the veteran is an AAFMAA member, we would be happy to assist them with a VA claim. A veteran can also reach out to organizations such as the DAV, the Disabled American Veterans, with whom we have a partnership, or they can choose to get in touch with any other of the Veterans Service organizations for claims assistance. Second, the veteran must be diagnosed with one of the presumptive Agent Orange diseases that we just showed on the previous slide. And third, the veteran has to provide evidence in the form of medical records that they indeed have the diagnosis of that disease. Veterans will also have to show proof that they served in Vietnam. Sometimes the information on the DD-214 might not be sufficient. The veteran may have to provide deployment orders, citations, commendations, officer record briefs, or even the name of their vessel. After all of this information is provided, the VA service officer will compile the claim on the veteran's behalf and submit it to VA. If this claim is successful, the veteran can receive a monthly disability compensation payment and free VA health care related to their service-connected disability. The amount of compensation is determined by the rating which is granted based on the severity of the condition. We encourage all veterans who have never filed a claim but suffer from any of the presumptive Agent Orange conditions to file a VA disability claim.
Some veterans or their survivors who have previously filed a claim but have been denied might receive correspondence from VA letting them know that they are now eligible for compensation. However, they will still need to file a new claim and provide new and relevant information regarding their claim, including dates their vessel traveled offshore the Republic of Vietnam and updated medical information. Those who have claims currently in the system or going through an appeal will automatically be reviewed under the new policy. In instances where a veteran files the claim while still alive but passes away before its adjudication, the surviving spouse might be eligible for accrued benefits, meaning the VA will pay her the money the VA would have otherwise owed to the veteran had he still been alive. This compensation is only for the time period it took VA to adjudicate the claim, and it's called accrued benefits. The surviving spouse might also be eligible for DIC, or also known as Dependency and Indemnity Compensation Benefits, if the veteran's cause of death was determined to be from a condition related to Agent Orange exposure. AAFMAA prides itself on assisting our member survivors in their desire to pursue VA benefits and in the process delivering superlative customer service and genuine care. Veterans who believe that they meet the criteria of Public Law 116-23, also known as the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019, are eligible for the Agent Orange Registry health exam. This health exam is a free VA service that alerts veterans to possible long-term health problems that may be related to Agent Orange exposure during their military service. However, being in the Agent Orange Registry does not verify eligibility for benefits. Veterans will still have to file a claim and apply for those benefits, even if they enroll in the Agent Orange Registry. Veterans who have previously filed a claim with the VA might be owed additional compensation, also known as retroactive payment. The eligibility for and amount of the retroactive payment will depend on the effective date of the claim, meaning the date VA originally received it. If the veteran had a previously denied claim and decided to resubmit it, then the effective date will be determined on a case-by-case basis. That is why here in AAFMAA we encourage our members to file an intent to file, which gives them 12 months to complete and submit their claims and preserve their effective date. The next couple of slides will discuss the changes concerning those veterans who served in Korea and Thailand with the passing of the Blue Water Navy Veterans Act. The presumption dates for those veterans who served in or near the Korean DMZ have been changed from April 1st, 1968 through August 31st, 1971 to September 1st, 1967 through August 31st, 1971. The dependents of those veterans who served in Thailand between January 9, 1962 and May 7, 1975, and were diagnosed with Spina Bifida, as children due to their fathers being exposed to Agent Orange might be eligible to receive healthcare, vocational training, rehabilitation, and a monetary allowance. According to VA, these children must be the biological offspring of the veteran, and they must have been conceived after the veteran's service in Thailand. And this now concludes our presentation, and we will answer a few questions.
Thank you, Veronica and Jody. Let's now take some time to answer some of our common questions that we receive about this topic. The first question we have is, how do I know if I'm considered a Blue Water Navy veteran?
Okay, VA has a specialized team to research military and service treatment records and determine whether a veteran served in the eligible offshore waters of the Republic of Vietnam. VA encourages claimants to file a claim and submit any information of service in the Republic of Vietnam for any length of time between January 9th, 1962 and May 7th, 1975, aboard a U.S. military vessel that operated less than 12 nautical miles from the demarcation line of the waters of Vietnam and Cambodia. VA actually has a list of the ships that operated within these waters. So if you have records of the name of the ship that you served on, that would be especially helpful.
All right, our next question. Is award of the Vietnam Service Medal enough to qualify for Agent Orange related disability compensation?
The short answer is no. Receipt of the Vietnam Service Medal or other decorations does not automatically place a veteran's service within the offshore waters of the Republic of Vietnam. VA must be able to verify through documentation that the veteran served within the Republic of Vietnam, to include the offshore waters as detailed in the Veterans Act. The Vietnam Service Medal was given broadly to service members in support roles, including those who did not serve in the Republic of Vietnam, so the veterans will have to provide additional information to attest for their service in the Republic of Vietnam.
All right, and the next question is, what is the Procopio decision?
The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Court, or the Federal Circuit rather, rendered a decision on January 29th, 2019 that ruled in favor of the veteran Alfred Procopio Jr. versus Robert Wilkie, who is the VA Secretary. The court held that by the phrase Republic of Vietnam in the Agent Orange Act of 1991, Congress intended to extend presumption of herbicide exposure to veterans who served within the 12 nautical mile territorial sea of the Republic of Vietnam. The Procopio decision was superseded by Public Law 116-23, known as the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019. This act was signed into law on June 25th, 2019, and became effective January 1st, 2020.
And the final question we'll address today, are there veterans who would receive benefits under Procopio who will not be eligible under Public Law 116-23?
VA recognizes that there are differences between the location parameters as outlined in Procopio and the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019. And because Congress established the exact longitude and latitude coordinates in the new law, VA must now review the policy implications to ensure that all eligible Blue Water Navy veterans serving with the applicable regions as outlined in the new law are considered. Although some claimants may have been eligible for benefits under the Procopio ruling, VA is utilizing the stay on deciding claims to ensure that VA processes and adjudicates all Blue Water Navy claims in an accurate and orderly fashion by carefully implementing the broad and comprehensive definition of service in the Republic of Vietnam that Congress intended.
Thank you, Jody and Veronica, for this informative presentation. We'll go ahead and break here for now, but please don't hesitate to reach out to us for assistance whenever you need it. We do this every day for our military community, and it is our pleasure. Here on the screen, you can see information how to get in contact with our VA benefits representatives directly, and they're happy to help you with any questions you may have. This weekend, you'll receive a follow-up email with instructions on how to access a recording of this webinar so you can view it at any time and review the information here. And you can always register for future webinars and review past webinars at afma.com/webinars. If you found this information useful, we encourage you to please share it with your friends and family. Our membership grows stronger every year because you introduce those in your military community to AAFMAA. Thank you again to everyone listening. We look forward to our next opportunity to assist you.